After the first month, approximately, in the NBA season, the Milwaukee Bucks are off to a very, very fast start. In their first 11 games, they have gone 10-1, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is looking like an MVP candidate. So, in this video, we're going to look through these first 11 games and see how exactly the Bucks have gotten to this point so far in this season. Game 1 of the 2022-2023 NBA season saw the Milwaukee Bucks travel to Philadelphia to take on James Harden, Joel Embiid, and the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Bucks were able to barely squeak by with a 90-88 victory over the Sixers. And that mainly had to do with the impeccable defense that Giannis and Brook Lopez were able to put on Joel Embiid, really limiting the star of the Sixers to just 15 points. And that was a big reason why the team managed to win. The leaders for a game, Giannis had 21 points. He also had 13 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 blocks, led in 4 out of 5 categories. Drew Holiday had 2 steals. Our second leading scorer today was Brook Lopez, who had 17 points, 4 boards, 2 blocks. And then Grayson Allen had 12, and Bobby Portis had 11 points off the bench. And overall was a very, very good start for the season for the Bucks, coming up and beating one of the Eastern Conference contenders heading into the season. Game 2 was the first home game for the Milwaukee Bucks, and they were able to ring in the new season at home with the absolute domination of the lowly Houston Rockets. Giannis led the way again in points, but this time with 44, having an absolute explosion, also leading the team with 12 rebounds. Drew Holiday had a great game, getting a double-double with 19 points and a team-leading 10 assists. Brook Lopez was dominant defensively, getting 5 blocks on the day, and Drew Holiday also grabbing 2 steals. Off the bench, we had Marjon Beauchamp getting his first career points, getting 2 points off the bench, and Bobby Portis leading all of our bench scores with 13, and then Serge Ibaka, Jordan Nwora, and George Hill all getting 9 points off the bench. And great start for the Bucks at home, improving to 2-0. In the second game of a 6-game stretch of playing home, the Milwaukee Bucks were able to handle the very intriguing Brooklyn Nets 110-99. And for the second straight game, Giannis had a 40-piece with 43 points, team leading 14 rebounds, team leading 5 assists, and was just able to have his way against a struggling Nets defense. The other leaders we have, Brook Lopez had a team-high 6 blocks to go along with his 6 rebounds and 7 points. Drew Holiday had 15 points, 2 steals, 4 assists. And Bobby Portis had an excellent game off the bench with 20 points and 11 rebounds for the team. And he continues to be a really, really key contributor off the bench, being a high-energy guy. And thanks to those 3 and their main efforts, the Bucks move on to 3-0. In our second straight game against a team from New York, the Bucks were able to handle the New York Knicks 119-108, thanks to a very much a team effort with 7 players scoring in double digits. Giannis led the way with an almost triple-double, going with 30 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists in the game. Then Brook Lopez had 14 points, 11 boards, and a team-high 3 blocks. Drew Holiday had 16 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds to go along with his team-high 2 steals. Javon Carter, who's been in the lineup due to injuries to Pat Connaughton and Chris Middleton, had 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. Grayson Allen, our sharp shooting guard, had 17 points with 4 threes, had 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And off the bench, Bobby Portis again had a double-double with 12 points and 12 assists, going 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And George Hill had 12 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, going 2 of 6 from 3. And the Bucks are able to have many guys step up and handle the New York Knicks to improve to 4-0. The Bucks were able to get by the Atlanta Hawks due to some big performances by Giannis, Brook, and Drew. Starting off with Giannis, had 34 points, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, a block on 11 of 22 field goal attempts with 1 of 1 from 3, able to just bully his way down the interior, and also had 11 free throws made as well. Then Drew Holiday had an amazing game, had 34 points, team high 12 assists, 4 steals in the game, went 13 of 22 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. And then Brook Lopez had 21 points, a season high, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, a steal, 8 of 12 from the field, including 5 of 8 from 3. It was mainly thanks to those two, because off the bench, the only one in double digits was Jordan Nwora, who had 11 points. And Bobby Portis had 9 points and 10 rebounds, almost getting another double-double. And thanks to these guys, the Bucks move on to 5-0. And at this point, they were the last undefeated team in the NBA. In our first of 2 straight games at home against the Detroit Pistons, the Bucks were barely able to scrape by on a 110-108 victory over Detroit. And it was mainly due to 4 key guys, of course, with the main one being Giannis. He had a team-high 31 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Brook Lopez had 24 points, he had 9 rebounds, a team-high 2 blocks. And Drew Holiday had 25 points, team-high 10 assists, giving him another double-double, went 5 of 11 from 3, which was really nice. And then off the bench, Bobby Portis had another double-double, getting 15 points and a team-high 12 rebounds off the bench. And we were barely able to squeak by against the Pistons, but the Bucks were able to improve to 6-0. The second of a back-to-back against the Pistons went a whole lot better for the Bucks, with the team dominating the Pistons 116-91. And again, leading the charge with Giannis, who led the team in every single major statistical category, going with 32 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and 5 steals. Other contributors on the team today was Drew Holiday getting 26 points, going 4 from 7 from 3 along the way, with 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Brook Lopez having 11 points, 7 boards. Javon Carter having 4 points, but also having 4 steals that really helped a lot on the team. And off the bench, 2 guys had double digits, with Bobby Portis getting 10 points and 9 boards, and Jordan Nwora having 12 points on his own off the bench. And after this drubbing of the Pistons, the Bucks moved to 7-0 to start the NBA season. The Bucks finally get back on the road, traveling to face the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we had a first for the season in which we had a game where Giannis did not lead the team in scoring. Instead, Drew Holiday took up the mantle, having 29 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists on 12 for 24 shooting, and going 4 of 11 from 3. Giannis had his first triple-double of the season, getting 26 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists on 7 of 17 shooting, 2 for 4 from 3, and 10 of 20 from the free throw line. We had 2 other double-digit scorers today, with Grayson Allen getting 10 points, and Bobby Portis getting 18 points and 8 rebounds. Our block leader today was Brook Lopez getting 1, and Drew Holiday also had 2 steals. And the Bucks improved to a franchise best 8-0 in a start to the season. And they were only getting started from there. The Bucks came back home to play against the Oklahoma City Thunder a little short-handed as Giannis was out for the game due to a little bit of a knee issue. So we had a different starting lineup with both Bobby Portis and Marjon Beauchamp making their first starts of the season, and for Beauchamp, the first start of his career. And in this game, it was the Brook Lopez show in terms of scoring. He had 25 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal, 10 of 16 from the field, and 4 of 9 from 3. Great performance from Brook Lopez. Other starters, we had Bobby Portis getting 12 points, but a crazy high amount of rebounds with 21 rebounds. Drew Holiday had a double-double, getting 10 points, 13 assists, and 6 steals. And Javon Carter had 5 threes and ended up finishing with 18 points. Our block leader in this game was actually Serge Ibaka, who, due to Giannis being injured, had a good amount of time off the bench, getting 8 points, 6 rebounds, and said 2 blocks. Jordan Nwora had 12 points, and Wesley Matthews had no points. Don't know why I brought him up. I was reading the wrong line. And Grayson Allen had 19 points off the bench, going 5 of 6 from 3, and leading the team with 2 steals. And then the Bucks were 9-0 to start the year. Now, could they get to 10-0? We'll see in the next game. Giannis was able to come back in Game 10 for the Bucks, but sadly, it wasn't enough to get the 10th straight win, as the Bucks ended up falling to the Atlanta Hawks 117-98 in Atlanta. Giannis led all Bucks in scoring with 25 points and had 7 rebounds as well. Other scorers, we had Brook Lopez getting 11 points, 2 boards, and 2 blocks. Drew Holiday had 16 points and a team-high 7 assists. Javon Carter only had 2 points, but had a team highs in blocks and steals with 3 and 2 respectively. And Bobby Portis had another double-double, getting 11 points and 10 rebounds. Not much to really say about this game, other than Giannis being a little bit off due to continued knee issues. But the streak had to end sometime, and it ended to the Atlanta Hawks. And for the final game that we are covering in this video, we had the Bucks squeak out a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder in Oklahoma City in a 136-132 victory in double overtime. And this game was the Javon Carter breakout game for the Bucks. He had 36 points, 12 assists, went 15 of 27 from the field, and 5 of 10 from 3. Another player that had an amazing game was Brook Lopez, getting 24 points, 13 rebounds, 5 blocks on 11 of 23 from the floor. Also, his first breakout game had Marjon Beauchamp getting 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, going 5 of 8 from 3, and had an absolutely amazing game. Bobby Portis also had 13 points and 9 rebounds, and Grayson Allen returned to the starting lineup, getting 18 points and 6 assists. Off the bench, George Hill had 12 points, 5 assists, and a team-high 3 steals. And the Bucks, after their first 11 games of the season, were an NBA best 10-1. And this is without Drew Holiday and Giannis for a couple games each. And they're also missing their second All-Star in Chris Middleton and a couple of key bench players in Pat Connaughton and Joe Ingles. Once this team gets fully healthy, there will be no one in the league to stop them. Well, that is all I have about covering the Milwaukee Bucks' first 11 games. Let me know what you guys think about this team down below in the comments. And I'll see you again in about another 11 games to give you another video in the same style. And I'll see you around until next time.